Do you believe in magic? Because in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can tap into your own magic to help you build your business and really create a business that feels aligned, fulfilling, that is successful, allows you to live the lifestyle you want to be living. What really is the key to making this happen and making it happen in a way that feels really good to you and that you enjoy? Because ultimately, this is what's most important. Your business is a part of your life and it needs to feel good and it needs to really be a part of you and your life in order for it to have long-term success, which is what we're always going for. We're not going for some little short, let me get some clients and then let me give up. I really work with people who want to create a business that is going to be successful and sustainable for the long run. So one of the biggest things that holds entrepreneurs back is mindset. Yes, and I've talked about this a lot, but especially things around inferiority complex, thinking you're not good enough, thinking you need to be different than who you are, thinking there's something that's just like wrong with you, right? Like I have this thing that's wrong with me and I need to change it. And we really get in the cycle of trying to fix ourselves, especially when we're interested in personal growth, right? And personal development, which as a coach, most of us are. But we can really get caught up in the cycle of like, I need to fix myself. I need to make myself better. Like something is wrong with me. And I can't have what I want in life and I can't be successful until I am perfect. Are you resonating with that? If so, let me know in the comments. And I know because I've been there, okay? And I want to talk about really my journey to building my business has been one of the biggest transformational journeys I've ever been on in my whole life. And it is why I'm so passionate about helping other people do the same thing, because I think it is such a great pathway for transformation. And I'm still me, absolutely 100%, but I'm definitely a different version of me than the me who started my business. And this has been through really the process of accepting myself and tapping into my unique strengths and building my business in that way. And I've recently come across another tool that I am bringing into the work that I do with my clients. And you may be familiar with it. It's called human design. And the reason why I'm loving this tool is because it's based on human design, like gives you kind of a chart or a graph to look at that tells you a lot about yourself. And it's based on your time and location, exact time and location of your birth, and really basing it off of the energetics of the universe at that time. And it's super interesting to dive into this because it becomes a really great framework for showing us that we are perfect the way we are, and we're all meant to be different, and we're all meant to have our unique strengths and weaknesses. And it's, for me, has continued to kind of shed more layers of this thinking, something's wrong with me. Why am I not good at this? Why are other people better at this thing? Something is keeping me from being successful. And instead of that thinking, really understanding I'm meant to have these unique strengths. I'm meant to have these unique challenges. And that when I understand that and accept it, and tap into that allows me to be my most successful self. And the other thing to keep in mind is that if you have this vision for yourself, this dream of what you want to create with your business and your life, that is meant for you. And it can 100% happen when you are being your best self, okay? Which means accepting yourself as you are and knowing how to work with your individual strengths and weaknesses and how to not get stuck in the shadows or really like the limiting beliefs and stories and maybe challenges that come up around our uniqueness, and instead really understanding how to work with those and use those as a strength, and how to instead really tap into the things that we're really good at, because all of us have things that are unique strengths and things that we're really good at. And so when we can stop getting so focused on our shortcomings and the things that we struggle with, and instead learn how to use those to benefit us and really tap instead into our gifts and focus on those and how to use those in our life, that this is where your magic lies, okay? The other thing that is really cool about human design is that it explains more like kind of your role in life and how you best make decisions. So for me, I've always gotten really stuck when it comes to making decisions. And that has been challenging for me. And a lot of time what happens is that we're getting caught up in our head and we're not really understanding how we're best meant to make decisions, which always are made in our body. So you know how we go through and we might make a list of like pros and cons when we're trying to make a decision? Not helpful, okay? Because ultimately your head doesn't know, your body knows. And when you can learn how to start making decisions from your body's knowledge and knowing, as opposed to trying to figure out everything in your head, which a lot of my clients do that. Like a lot of them are like, I'm an overthinker, and I get it because I am too. And I can get really stuck in my head. And part of what I've really tapped into with growing my business is how to instead make decisions from my body and trust my intuition and trust that knowing. So if I had always been making decisions from my head, I would still be doing chiropractic because I went to school for it. I spent a lot of money on it. You know, I spent a lot of time getting educated on that, right? But my body knew that wasn't the right path for me. And so I ended up deciding to start my coaching business, and has been one of the best decisions. But had I stayed in my head and trying to make the logical decision, I would have never done that. So really understanding how to make decisions from your body allows you to use to follow like your unique path. And this is the other thing that I think is so important for coaches and business owners to know, is that your path is unique and you have the answers to your path. And so when you start thinking that it is outside of yourself, which so many of us do, I've gotten stuck in this trap too, where I'm looking to other business mentors or looking to other people to tell me what to do, to show me what to do, and thinking that I have to do my business like someone else. And yes, of course, there's tools and systems that can be really helpful that you can learn from other people. But when it comes to the path to your success and what that looks like, that is individual to you, and nobody else can tell you what that is. And so learning to really trust yourself, and like I said, learn how to make good decisions for yourself and make them in your body and trust that, is your path to magic, okay? And I was reflecting a bit on this more myself, and I want to explain kind of this analogy that I was thinking about. So especially when I was younger, I was very like obsessed about thinking something was wrong with how I looked. Okay. Like I'm too short because I'm short. I didn't like my freckles. Like I didn't like that I didn't have a body that looked like a model, like all these things, and got so like focused on it and thinking that I was inferior and something was wrong with me and I had to change these things in order to be happy. And this is what happens with our mindset too, where we think like, I'm not ambitious enough, or I'm not good enough at writing copy or showing up on video, or I'm not good at sales or marketing or social media. Like we have all these things that we think are certain shortcomings that are going to stop us from being successful and creating the results that we want in our business. But when you start recognizing that it's okay to have things that you're not good at, but there's also a lot of things that you're really good at. And that when you trust your intuition and make decisions in your body based instead of making them in your head and trying to overthink everything, that everything is going to work out. And that when you know what you want and you're focused on that and you use your body to make decisions, that you will be guided on your path to the success in your business, okay? And that your path is unique to you, and that you have everything that you need within you right now to make all of your business and life dreams come true, okay? So I just want to put this out there because it's something I've been reflecting on. I think it's something that's really cool. It's something that's I'm bringing into all my work with my clients because I think it is so instrumental. And I know for a fact, after having worked with hundreds and hundreds of coaches, that this belief that something is wrong with us and that we need to change ourselves and be different than who we are is the biggest thing that holds people back and keeps you from tapping into your magic, which we all have, whether you want to call it your intuition, whether you want to call it your higher guidance, whether you want to call it magic, like whatever feels aligned for you. Like we have the power within ourselves to make whatever we want happen in our life. And I've done this. And so I'm speaking from experience. Like I started my business in a very different place. I was living with my parents. I was in tons of debt. I really had no idea what I was going to do. And I've created the things I want in my life. And I have the house I want. I'm living where I want. I have an amazing partner. I get to travel, and I have the money that I want to invest and to do all the things that I want to do and to invest in my health and wellness and having fun and, all those things. And so it's magic, right? When you tap into it, when you trust it, and it will lead you to the things that you want in your life so that you can have that most fulfilling life experience that you want, okay? So that is what I wanted to share with you today. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Did you have any big ahas from what I just shared with you? Is it really helping just kind of shift even this idea or this awareness of like thinking, oh, something's wrong with me and I have to change myself? And instead, can you start to at least grasp the idea of you're perfect the way you are and you don't have to change yourself to have the business, the success that you want in your business and the life that you want? Because this awareness is a game changer for sure. So I want to thank you so much for joining me in this week's video. I have a link below this video just diving deeper into the work that I do and sharing a little bit about that and really like the steps that you can take to start building a business that feels aligned for you and is going to help you get the results that you want in a way that feels good, okay? So the link is below. Go ahead and check it out. Thanks for joining me in this video, and I will see you next time.